Welcome to the SaWGuy podcast. As always, I'm the SaWGuy. Wanted to do a little something different. I know we all heard about the news that came out with Blumhouse and what happened on Friday, how they released the trailer for the new Halloween film, right? If you haven't been living under a rock like I have the weekend, you've probably already seen it. There's probably very few people that have actually not seen this, right? And I happen to be one of them, right? I know, everyone's thinking, what the fuck is wrong with you? How come you haven't seen it yet? And I'll get to it in a second, right? But I know I posted it on my social media page. I posted it on Facebook, on Twitter, and, you know, I retweeted it, and I posted the link. But, you know, I actually haven't seen the full trailer, and I've been telling everybody, and I've been kind of laying low off of social media because I didn't want to be spoiled or anything. But everybody was all telling me, you gotta see it, you gotta see it. So I figured I'm going to actually watch it, but I want everybody to see my reaction. Now, be warned, I do fanboy a lot, you know, when it comes to iconic horror films, because they don't come out often, you know, especially let alone Halloween and, you know, with, oh my, man. Last year when they announced Jigsaw, I about shit myself. But anyways, to show you guys, let me get the camera. I actually got it all ready to go right there, as you can see. Let me angle this camera back up. Ready to go. Am I still here? Yeah, I'm still here. But yeah, so that way y'all can see my reaction to everything. I got it ready to go. I still haven't seen it, so I'm anxious to see where this is going to go. So you guys are in for a real treat. Let's get started, right? So I have this turned up real loud, so just a heads up. Let's see. See, I saw that part right there, the beginning of it.
Testing 1, 2, 3. We're on.
What the fuck?
We're here to investigate a patient that killed 3 innocent teenagers on Halloween in 1978.
Oh.
He was shot by his own psychiatrist.
Was he shot 3 times or 4?
And has spent the last 40 years in captivity.
What the fuck?
Hello, Michael.
Who does red and white checkered?
I have something you might like to see.
Oh. What the hell? Okay. Mind blown at this. Like, why the fuck would you do that?
Turns into a nutcase this time of year. I mean, your grandmother is Laurie Strode. She was almost murdered.
Wasn't it her brother who murdered all those babysitters?
No, that was not her
That's
brother.
cool. They got the scar in from her shoulder.
Do you know that I pray every night that he would escape?
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Oh, shit! That's badass. See? I'm a gun guy, so when I saw that, I was like, whoa, hold on.
The bus crashed.
Mom, what bus crash?
I gotta stand up for this shit. Oh, that sucks.
Somebody's in here.
Hello?
Worst way of going is when someone gets you when you're taking a shit. What the fuck? They're fucking deep! What? Oh! Oh, shit. Here it comes, here it comes.
He's waiting for me.
Yes.
Waiting for him.
Oh, fuck! She shot him in the damn face!
You should.
Can you close the closet door?
Oh, my heart's racing on this shit. Is it Michael? Oh, shit! Whoa! See, now that, whoa, God. Oh, shit, I almost lost the mask. Oh, well, now you see my reaction. Let me stop this before it, like, plays another trailer or whatever. Yep, there it goes, see? Oh, man. Holy shit. That's my first time actually seeing it. I thought it was badass. I didn't understand what the fuck that was. You know, when they did the teaser, And they said, oh, it's coming, and then he's holding the fucking mask like this, right? But then, whoo, I'm shaking right now. Like, whoo, damn, that was a good trailer. Now, I'm going to give you my 2 cents on this real quick. Now, either they spoil the whole movie on that trailer, or the guy who edited this trailer and put it all together, pay that motherfucker, because that, wow, oh man, that got me hooked right there. And I just, God, man, I might have to watch this again separately, but as my first impression on it, honestly, that looked fucking badass. That really did. And, you know, it proved the stories and the rumors out there true about the fact of, you know, they were saying that Halloween, this version, is going to take place as the original sequel, right? And it's going to forget everything that happened in part 2 on down. I mean, for obvious reasons, because, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis got killed in Halloween, what was it, Resurrection? That was part 8. But the way that they built this is how they you know, they showed everything. They showed the scar from when she got cut and then fell down the stairs in the original. They basically showed that she just not was afraid, but she was more like a doomsday prepper. She made sure that, you know, she was prepared for anything. And the fact that she was shooting an old school Henry rifle, I couldn't tell what it was, if it was a 30-30 or a 12 gauge, but oh man, that was badass when I saw that. And then the fact that the whole story looks like it starts from this psychiatrist. He tries to look like Dr. Loomis, and you know, he goes into Michael's world at the sanitarium, and did I say sanitarium or sanitation? Sanitarium, right? He goes there, and he basically says, Michael, look what I have for you, and then he shows him the mask like this, and it's like, yeah, you're going to piss off the motherfucker, and he's going to come out, right? But the whole aspect of how they started in with the story, and she stayed in her own ways. You know, she stayed in the same town. She didn't move away. She wasn't scared. And, you know, I don't know how, I mean, the mask looks fucking fantastic. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I love the fucking mask. It hasn't aged well. But it's just, you know, it's worn, but it's not Rob Zombie worn. Does that make sense? They did great on that. And then the whole aspect of, you know, they didn't get into too much of the story other than, obviously, Laurie Strode, she has a family. They didn't say anything other than, you know, that she's a grandma. But, you know, it goes in with that story of how, you know, when you're raised and you hear about all the crazy shit that your, you know, relatives tell you or your grandparents or whatever, it plays on that a lot. And it builds the whole aspect of horror. I mean, just sitting, y'all saw my reaction. I was freaking fanboying out like, holy shit, like, wow. They did a great job on this. I almost lost my mask. I was going to almost show my face on this. Like, oh, hell no, you know? Almost came off. But anyways, let me know in the comments below. Let me know on social media. Now that I finally see it, I fucking loved it. And I'm going to be looking on there to see, like, why didn't you guys like this? You know, because I know there's some people that are like, oh, I didn't like it, and, you know, I didn't read into the spoilers too much. They just said they didn't like it because it takes place right after the original one. And it didn't have anything to do with part 2 and everything like that. And I get it. And this is my opinion right now that I'm going to tell you. This is the reason why they couldn't do it off of part 2, right? They're trying to keep the real aspect to it. But at the same time, it's taking place, obviously, 40 years later. Now, think of it this way, right? If they had to do a sequel to part 2, they would have to basically remake part 4. Mind blown, right? Because in part 4, that's where they go and they're trying to transfer Michael. He's already scarred and burned up and shit. And, you know, it's just, they don't want to rehash that. And I get that, because part 4 was decent, but it skewed off from the Laurie Strode, and it went to, like, her daughter, Jamie Lloyd, you know, Danielle Harris. And I see why they didn't want to do right after part 2. But I love the concept of how they actually showed that Laurie Strode was more of a doomsday prepper. She prepared, like, it showed. It basically gave me the vibe that as she aged, she always grew smarter, always was preparing herself, whether it's, you know, learning how to shoot a gun, you know, learning to make sure that every Halloween she's watching over her family and everything. And I love this concept. I really do. The fact that John Carpenter came in and he's kind of overviewing it. He got his hands in it. They're keeping it hush-hush on how much he's doing. The fact that Danny McBride, yes, the Danny McBride, the comedian, he wrote the last Alien movie, Alien Insurrection, and he's doing this. And it just blows me away. I mean, this guy, he actually knows what he's doing with horror films. I fucking loved it. I'm anxious to see your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, because it blew my fucking mind out. Like, wow. This hasn't been like the original Halloween trailer since Resurrection. You know, you can't count the remakes because those are full-blown remakes. That was a different ballgame. But with this one, carrying on the original story, bringing back most of the original people that are still around, and doing a damn great job. I mean, they kept the original soundtrack. They built up the suspense. The fact that, you know, obviously you knew Michael Myers was going to come out because you see it in the teaser trailer, but just that build-up of suspense, man, I'm still shaking. Damn, that was good. Woo! I can't wait for October to come. So, hope you guys enjoyed my first reaction, my first impressions on this. A little something different. You know, I figured, you know, give you a little taste, I guess, into the life of the SaWGuy. You know how I fanboy out when I see cool shit like this, you know. But, hey, it is what it is, right? Thank you all for tuning in. I'll catch you all next time, all right?